Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make some little tartlets. So I'm going to fill them up with caramel and a dollop of cream on top of them. And it's a biscuit pastry. It's not a pastry to fill up with mince or savoury. It's just a biscuit pastry. And it keeps so well. You can store them up and fill them up anytime you want to. Now, what I've done here, I have creamed a 1/4 pound of butter and 3/4 cup of sugar. I've put that together and I've creamed it all together, and with a bit of vanilla. I've done that. And what I've done, I've added 2 eggs to that already, so I've mixed it all up. Now, all we got to do is I've got 3 cups of self-raising flour that I'm going to put that all together, and you get this beautiful biscuit pastry, which is so lovely, and it's lovely crisp, and it keeps so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of this flour each, a bit at a time, and it really comes a lovely biscuit pastry. And you can keep them, you can put them in a container, they keep well. And I've got some beads. I picked up some beads to blind the pastry so it won't swell up. They need to have, if you don't have any beads, you can have some beans or chickpeas or rice. Rice is good to put on it, inside them. Okay, so now look, what I'm going to do is just put all that together. I've got 3 cups of self-raising flour here. It's so quick and so simple, and you get this beautiful biscuit pastry. It's lovely. And just keep on mixing that all together. Very quick and simple, very easy. They keep well. Just put them in a container. You don't want to fill them up straight away. You can store them up in a container, and then you can fill them up anytime you want to. So that's all it takes. It just takes all 3 cups of flour, self-raising flour, 2 eggs, 1/4 pound of 120 gram of butter. That's all, and just keep on doing that and keep on putting it all together. So that's all you need to put that. I've already done mine, okay? So now what I've done is I've rolled it out to allow just about, I don't want it too thick, and I've got a glass here. It's just the perfect round that I want, and I just cut it around like that. And I have sprayed my tin, and I just put that in there like that. And I'm just going to press it down. That's all I want, just to press it down a little bit. And just keep on doing the same thing. You don't want it too thick. And keep on pressing it down like that in the tin. Just keep on pressing it down. What I've done is I just roll it out a little bit, just to give it a little bit of, okay? That's all. They're very easy. Just keep on putting them in there like that. They cook very nice. Look at that, how lovely and brown that is underneath, with the weights on the bottom and just lovely and brown. Just put that in there. Another one. I can get 3 dozen little tarts out of this pastry. Okay, so just put that there like that. There's another one here. And that's 2 dozen, that's 1 dozen, there's 2 dozen, I'll get another dozen out of that. And just put that like that, and just put that in there like that and press it down. Now, what I've done is I've cut out some little round pieces of baking paper, and I put that in the center like that, where I'm going to put my beads in there. Just put that in the center, like that. Or something like that, just press it down. I'm going to put the weights on it. We need the weights on this because this pastry is a biscuit pastry, and it does swell if you haven't got the weights on it. So that's why I've got to put the weights on it. So just put in a few weights on each. And if you haven't got these beads, just get some rice or beans or chickpeas, whatever you've got inside, and just to keep that pastry from swelling. We don't want it swelling, so, okay. Just put that paper around there like that. And look, this only goes into the oven. It's a 180 oven, just 20 minutes, as long as they're nice and brown. You can tell that they're nice and brown when they just got that brown edging on the top. And just keep on doing the same thing. Just empty them out and then fill them up again with another lot. Okay, look, just do that. And that'll cook for 20 minutes, and they come nice and brown like that. They got lovely biscuit, they're nice and a biscuit crust underneath, lovely and brown. Now I'm going to fill them up with my caramel and a dollop cream. Now, as I said, you can fill them up with anything you want. You can fill them up with either a cream with a blueberry or chocolate ganache or a custard, anything you want. Now, it's a beautiful biscuit pastry. So what I'm going to do is, this is what my kids like. My kids like the caramel. I mean, we used to do the caramel, but now I buy the caramel in the tin. It's so quick and easy to buy the caramel in the tin. So what I do is I put a nice spoon of caramel in there. Lovely spoon of caramel in there. It keeps very well. You can fill them up anytime you want to. Just have them in a container. Fill them up anytime you want to. And then you can put custard in them. They're a lovely biscuit tart shells, beautiful. Just fill them up, and I'm going to put a lovely dollop of cream on top. They keep very well. Just put them in the fridge before you need them, and they don't go that soft or anything. The biscuit pastry keeps nice and crisp. Lovely. Just put that there like that and fill it up. You can fill it, as I said, you can make a nice chocolate ganache, or you could have like a cream with blueberries, whatever you want. It'll go with anything. These beautiful tart shells will go lovely. They're lovely and sweet. It's a lovely crisp pastry shell. Beautiful. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful. My kids love these. And I can fill them up anytime I want to. As I said, I make them, I put them in a container. Anytime I want to fill them up, I've got them there ready to fill up. So there you go. Now I'm going to put a nice dollop of cream on top. Beautiful. There, lovely. And that is a lovely caramel tart with a lovely crisp pastry, which is so crisp and beautiful. It's a biscuit pastry. It's really, really lovely. They are lovely. Look. My kids are going to love these. As I said, you can fill them up anytime you want to. You've got them there, so fill them up with anything that you want to fill them up with. I have some dollop cream inside. Look, they're beautiful. All you do, that's all you have to do. Lovely. I'm going to have a couple of these with a cup of coffee now. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of icing sugar on the top, which is beautiful. Look, that pastry is so beautiful. It's such a lovely biscuit pastry, this pastry. Anyhow, if you don't want to wrap it all up, just wrap it up in some cling wrap and put it in the fridge, and you can roll them out another day. It's no worries, but you can make them all, the 3 dozen. You can make the whole 3 dozen. And put them in a container, and then fill them up anytime you want to with whatever you want. This is even nice with the cream with a couple of little blueberries on top, which are lovely, raspberries or anything that you want. But it is a biscuit pastry. It's not a pastry that you have to put any savoury bits or anything like that. It's a biscuit pastry, and it's a lovely crunchy biscuit pastry because it goes nice and brown and it cooks very well. And it keeps lovely and crunchy. It doesn't go soft. They don't go soft. Just put them in a container, and you can just fill them up anytime you want. And it's just so easy to make this biscuit pastry. As I told you, it's 125 gram of butter, a 3/4 cup of sugar. We have vanilla, 2 eggs, and 3 cups of self-raising flour. And they're very quick. And just put it together, roll it out. Don't want it too thick, and then just make it in round. Fill up like that. There's a dozen there. Spray your little tin with some with the spray thing with oil, and then have that little bit of paper on those things and put the beads on top. If you don't have the beads, just put in some rice or some beans or some chickpeas. All right. So look, I hope that you'll make some of these nice for this lovely weekend, long weekend. Monday's a holiday. Maybe you might have friends coming around. You'd like to make some of these. They're lovely. They'll keep in the fridge. They won't go soft. That keeps beautiful biscuit pastry, okay? So enjoy your weekend. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.